Welcome to the Vision application tutorial. Vision is an upgraded application that replaced the Integrated Securities Information System. In this tutorial, we are going to go over how to use the system as an asset manager to be added to the mutual fund list. You will also learn how to navigate the system, complete a filing, respond to an information request, and communicate with the analyst through the system. So let's get started. I will be logging into a beta environment of the application. Upon successfully logging in, you will be taken to the user agreement. The user agreement will display every time you've logged into the application. Please note that you've read it in its entirety the first time you've logged in, and then after you have read it, you will click the Accept button. On the top right-hand side of the page, you will see a help link. Clicking the help link will display the phone number and the email address that I just mentioned a moment ago. You will also see the user guide that you can click on and save to your computer. To the right of the help link, you have the My NAIC link or button. When I click on it, it will show me those applications that I have access to, such as AVS Plus. I'm going to go back into Vision by clicking the Vision button. To the right of that, you will see your first name. When you click the drop-down arrow, you will see where you can get into your profile to change your password and to log out. Please note it is recommended that when you have completed your work in Vision that you actually log out of the application. Please also note with the Vision application, the recommended browsers are Internet Explorer 9, 10, and 11 and Mozilla Firefox. When you're in Vision, please avoid using the browser's back and forward buttons. There will always be a button, a link, or a tab. Below here you have what is called the header. This header has a collapsible banner, so when I click the collapse banner icon, it will collapse and then I can expand it. Also in this header area, you will also have information from the SVO. This is referred to as the bulletin board, so anytime the SVO needs to communicate something to you, the users, there will be information listed here in this banner section. Down below the banner, you will see your link for My Mutual Funds and My Mutual Fund filings. I'm going to first initiate an initial filing. To do that, I'm going to go to My Mutual Fund filings. Over here on the right, there is a blue button called Initiate Initial Filing. When I open this up, this will take me into the filing wizard. Please note the filing wizard is an all or nothing, so there is no save and come back. If you are not ready to complete the wizard, you can click the cancel button and start over. In step 1 of the wizard, I'm going to come down here and enter my 9-digit CUSIP number for this example. After entering the number, you will click the blue Find button. The selected CUSIP will be listed. If this was not the correct CUSIP, you will click the red Delete button and start over. To get to the next section, I will click Next. Oh, this one obviously is not eligible, so let me put in a different one. Notice too, as you are typing in your information, if you do enter something that is not available, it will stop and tell you. Step 2 is where I'm going to put in my central index key. This key needs to be 10 characters long. If I type in a key that is not 10 characters, it will stop and tell me. Also, I have a classification over on the right where I will select the appropriate classification for this submission. And then over on the right, I have my filing information. I will click Next. Here in the filing process, I can see a review of what I've selected. If any of this information is incorrect and I need to go back and change it, now is the time. Notice that I have the buttons to go back. I go back to step 2, or click Next to go to my review. Once I click the Prepare Mutual Fund Filing, I am unable to change any of my selections, but I can cancel the action and start over. I'm going to click the Prepare Mutual Fund Filing. Notice here on the left side of the screen, a filing detail number has been assigned. I can also see that right here. The status has pending submission. The SVO analyst has not been assigned yet. The submission type is initial, and then it has the filing type and my estimated filing cost. In the middle section, I can see the CUSIP information, and now I can come down and complete the supporting documents. But please note that one of my supporting documents is not required to be submitted because it's already been accepted by the SVO analyst and is already on file. So I'm only required to complete the second requirement. To do that, I will click the Edit button. I will come down. I will click the Attachments next to the Proof of Ratings. From here, I have a couple options. I can bypass it. If I bypass this, I will click the Add Bypass Reason. I will explain why. A reason might be that this item is going to be mailed. It's already on file somewhere else, and you're referencing the filing number. Please note this attachment box can be up to 4,000 characters long. And as you begin typing, it will tell you how many characters are remaining. I'm going to click Close because I actually want to add the attachment. So I'm going to click the Attachments button again and then come out to here and choose my attachment. Please note your attachments can only be PDFs, Word files, Excel, HTML, etc. I have a note right here alerting me to the file types, and the maximum file size is 25 megabytes. I'm going to select my document and then click Upload. I received notification in blue that the file has been successfully uploaded, and I will click Close. If I need to add another supporting document, you will click the Add button. Click the drop-down arrow to select the type of document, and it will take you to the same location where you will complete those steps. In this example, I'm just going to click Cancel and stay with the two supporting documents that are here. Upon successfully adding my second document, I will click the blue Save button. This will now save this information. It tells me this filing has been saved and has a status of pending submission. Once I click the Submit button, it will now submit my filing. It will take me to my mutual fund filings. It tells me the estimated price and the filing has been submitted. To get back into the filing, I can click the filing number of the filing that I submitted. I can now see on the left side of the screen the status is now submitted, and it's now been assigned an SVO analyst, and as well as the other information, the submission type, filing type, and an estimated filing cost is listed. If I need to print this out, to print out this filing detail, you will go up to the menu bar and click File, Print. I'm just going to click Print Preview for demonstration purposes, and then you would print it out. If I need to communicate with the SVO analyst, maybe there's a question or I have a comment about something, there is a Notes button in my filing. When I click the Notes button, the notes will display where I can start a conversation with them. Please note, just like in the bypass reason, this could contain up to 4,000 characters, and I'm going to start a conversation. ... As I begin typing, it tells me how many characters are remaining. I'm going to click Note to Analyst and then click Close. I now can see that there is one note listed here. When I go back to my mutual fund filings, please note that in this view I can sort my filings by clicking on any of the column headings that I can then sort to see how my information is listed. I can also filter. Now, I don't have a very long list here, but as you begin working, you may have a longer list. To filter your information, you will just go up to one of the fields and you will start typing in a value. Once you start typing, it will automatically filter this list so you can now see this information. To clear the filter, you can click the Clear Filters button or click the X next to your criteria and press Enter. Both of them will return back the number of filings that have been submitted. Well, as I'm looking at my submitted filings, I notice next to one of them there is an icon. The icon next to it is called the Information Requested. When I hover over it, I can see that the SVO analyst is requesting information from me. To get into the filing, I will click the filing number, which is a link into the filing. It shows me under status that it has a pending request. And notice the status has a green circle with a number in it. When the SVO analyst sends you an information request, you will see this information clock. It will display the number of days that the information was requested. When you hover over the number of days, it will tell you how many days are remaining before it expires. Please note 3 days prior to the expiration date, the clock will turn yellow. If you need an extension, please contact the SVO analyst via the notes. On day 46, the clock will turn red and you will be unable to respond to this information request. If you need an extension, please contact the SVO analyst. If not, the analyst will reject your filing and you will need to resubmit. So I can see here that it's been 6 days since they've submitted it, and then I have 39 days to respond. Well, my question is, what are they asking of me? Well, I can come down here. I can see this proof of ratings has been rejected. When I click on the message bubble, I can see here that it was originally bypassed. They're asking for a reason. I put the reason that was not satisfactory. Well, now I need to either put in a more detailed reason or upload a document. To address this request, I'm going to close the history, click the Edit button, click the Attachments button. I'm going to upload the document, click Upload, click Close. Notice now that the request has now changed from red to black. I will click Save to save the changes. Notice now in blue, it tells me my filing has been saved, and I now have a status of pending analyst feedback. When I go back to the link, My Mutual Funds, I can now see that there are no other requests awaiting my response. Well, that's how you initiate an initial filing. What if I need to initiate an annual filing? I'm going to go back to My Mutual Funds. Here again on My Mutual Funds, I can sort these columns by clicking on any of the columns, by fund name, by CUSIP, etc. If any of my funds here are waiting for an annual filing, I will see that under Available Actions. When I come down to the Initiate Annual Filing, I'll click on it once, and just like in the first example, it will take me into a wizard. But in this example, because this is an annual review, it automatically takes me to the review. All the other information has already been entered. All I would need to do from here is to confirm that this information is still correct. Click the Prepare Mutual Fund Filing. Complete the information. In this example, the supporting documents, just like I did in the first example, and then click the Submit button. As you will see with the new Vision application, it is very intuitive as you click through the information. In this example, I'm going to click the Cancel button. I'm not going to submit this at this time. This concludes the Vision tutorial. Please contact us at the information on the screen if you have any additional questions. and we look forward to working with you. Thank you.